Okay, what happens to pretty much all memes? They pretty much die and they don't really come back. The truth is, meme stocks like AMC and GameStop will likely suffer the same fate. In this video, I'm going to talk about why you should not invest any significant portion of your money into meme stocks like AMC or GameStop. Okay, let's first talk about the risks associated with investing in meme stocks. Like I just mentioned, memes get old. No, they don't. Okay, what happened to that meme where that guy is flicking salt? He ran out of salt? Okay, what about that Tommy Wiseau meme? Oh, hey, Mark. He ran out of friends named Mark? This applies to anything that goes viral on the internet. Eventually, we forget and we move on. That's one of the main risks associated with meme stocks. Once people get over the meme, they're probably gonna sell. And when more people are selling the stock rather than buying, the stock price decreases. Speaking of memes, be sure to follow us on Instagram for a mix of memes and helpful financial related tips. Another significant risk in owning meme stocks, specifically AMC and GameStop, is that they're slowly losing to the competition. Take AMC for example. AMC has to compete with video streaming services like Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Hulu, Prime Video, and the list goes on. Well, don't movies come out in theaters before they hit streaming services? So people still have to go to the movie theaters if they want to watch the movie early. That's not completely true anymore. Services like HBO Max and Disney Plus release dozens of movies on their streaming platforms the same day as the theater release. This trend isn't going away either, because movie theaters are open now, yet these streaming platforms are still releasing content the same day as theater releases. If you're still not convinced, check out this graph, which shows ticket sales over the last 25 years. There's clearly a downward trend, ignoring the pandemic part of the graph, obviously. Personally, I used to love watching movies in theaters, but I find myself preferring streaming services over going to the theater, even prior to the pandemic. Yeah, but that's because you hate when people clap during the movie. I hate it when people clap during the movie. Who are you clapping for? The people who made the movie aren't sitting in the theater with you. There's no reason for you to clap. Give me your hand. Stop. Stop clapping. Jeez. Okay, they have a little bit of competition, but competition is good, right? Right? Yeah, so there's more. No. Back in June, AMC announced they'd be selling their own shares for the second time during that week. They also issued a warning to investors stating that investors should be prepared to lose a significant portion, if not their entire investment. Okay, but that's it though, no more bad news? In addition to that, I wanna go home. As of June, AMC is over $5 billion in debt. Billion, not million. And they have millions of dollars worth of unpaid rent. Okay. But GameStop though, right? In terms of GameStop's business model, no! We're seeing a large shift towards digital games versus physical ones. Services like Epic Game Store, Steam, Uplay, Origin allow you to digitally purchase games, download and install them immediately after purchase. For consoles, Sony and Microsoft have similar stores where you can purchase games and download them directly onto your PlayStation or Xbox. If you're still not convinced of this trend, Sony and Microsoft literally released the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition and Xbox Series S, which don't come with disc drives, and they're cheaper. Analysts in the gaming industry also suggest that in as little as 6 years, digital video game sales could entirely dominate the video game market. Yeah, but now that the pandemic is over, it's gonna return to normal. So you need to shut your face hole. Actually, the same industry analysts are saying COVID-19 was not the reason for rising digital media sales, but it did accelerate a trend that's been growing throughout the last console generation. Okay, the last point I wanna make in terms of risks is the demographics of meme investors. In other words, the type of investors that are investing into meme stocks. According to a survey conducted by The Motley Fool, investors with 10 or more years of experience were least likely to invest in a meme stock. More than half of the investors bought a meme stock recommended by the Wall Street Bets subreddit. Investors with 1 year or less of experience were the most likely to lose money during the GameStop frenzy. Roughly 30% of those investors do not understand short selling very well or at all. Why does any of this matter? It matters because these statistics tell us that meme investors are generally inexperienced. There is one thing that nearly all inexperienced investors have in common. Their investment decisions are usually driven by emotion, meaning if there's a ton of hype for a particular meme stock, the fear of missing out will typically drive them to make the purchase. On the flip side, if everyone is panic selling that same meme stock, the fear of losing money may drive them to sell. Hoping your investment will grow due to hype and viral social media trends is a terrible expectation to have. have. There is no doubt there are some people making a lot of money off of these meme stocks, but they are the minority in this case. I do not recommend trying to get rich quick, as it involves high risk. And if it were easy, everyone would do it, then it wouldn't be easy anymore. Do you have anything nice to say, like ever? Okay, all you meme investors are probably really mad at me right now, so let's talk about some of the really cool things I've seen with meme stocks. According to AMC, as of June, over 80% of AMC shares are held by a broad base of retail investors with an average holding of around 120 shares, which is worth about $5,000. This is awesome because it shows that the average investor can compete with these large financial institutions like hedge funds. It's also cool to help these struggling companies because there are regular people like you and me working at these companies that need their jobs. Just keep in mind, oh, here we go, you always have something negative to say. Most companies will throw you under the bus if it means they stay in business. So I recommend looking out for yourself first. Okay, well, I already bought AMC and GameStop, so what do I do? If it were me and I had a significant portion of my portfolio invested into meme stocks like AMC and GameStop, I would probably sell for all the reasons I mentioned earlier, especially if I've held those stocks for at least a year so I can avoid paying a higher tax on my gains. If I only had a small portion invested, I would just leave it in and see what happens. If you really want to invest into the high risk, high reward stuff, I'd recommend investing in the popular types of cryptocurrencies. If you invested $100 into something like Dogecoin 5 years ago, you'd have over $100,000. You don't see that happen in the stock market. At least the technologies that power certain cryptocurrencies have a bright future. Watch this video to learn about the cryptocurrencies I invest in. Then be sure to sign up with BlockFi using my referral link in the description. We'll both get some free Bitcoin when you do sign up and deposit $100 or more. You'll even earn interest up to 7.5% on certain other cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency's not your thing? Watch this video to learn about a better investment than stocks. I'm the best cat dad ever, and the finance engineer.